Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Everybody on Facebook, everybody coming in. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Happy Easter if you celebrate. Happy Sunday if you celebrate. Happy life if you celebrate. Anybody coming in on Facebook, good morning. Coming in on the Zoom, I see some people starting to come in. I see Adam. Hi, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Greetings, everybody. Make sure that you have a journal or some sheets of lovely paper, something that you will enjoy writing on, and a writing utensil. It could be a beautiful pen with a feather, or it could just be a number 2 pencil that is sharp. We're going to do a lot of journaling in our exercise today. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good morning,
Well,
Coach Candice. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Adam, it's good to see you.
You too.
Yeah, lovely morning. Welcome. Grand Awake Rising. Grand Awake Rising, as my boo likes to say. Greetings and salutations. Those of you coming in on Facebook, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's going to be a lovely morning, all about love today. We're going to be writing a love letter together. We're going to be vibing high. We're going to be vibing on the level of our love. What we are seeking in love, because what we are seeking is also seeking us. Yes, Adam, we see your shirt. Wearing the Wake Up Everybody swag, looking good out there. Looks like you're already at work. If you're already at work, joining us from your home, wherever you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. I hear somebody, Adam, I don't know if you have something in the background. I hear like some sort of chat in the background, just so you're aware. Welcome, welcome everybody on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, feel free to come into the Zoom room. You can join us in here too. We're going to be doing a little bit of an exercise, but it's a little more fun in the Zoom room. Although it's nice. Hi, Gina. Good morning, Gina. Although it's nice out on Facebook, I feel like it's a little more fun if you can come in and get cozy with us where it's warm. You know, when you're on Facebook, it's like you're looking out from a window from the outside. But if that's where you have to be, that's okay too. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome.
Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. It's time to get up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. It's time to get up. We're healing, we're dealing, we're growing. Together, releasing. We're teaching, we're moving. Together, we're learning, discerning. We're striving. Together, we're leading, connecting, transforming. Together.
Good morning, Grand Awake Rising. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I'm so excited to be here on what is a holiday for some. Happy Easter if you celebrate, and for others, it's a Sunday, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm happy to be back in the woo space. Those of y'all who know me, and those of you who don't, I'm Candice Harper, a relationship coach and a hypnotherapist, and I teach love life skills to leaders. I help perfectionistic people go from heartbroken to wholehearted, and I support with self healing the physical symptoms of experiencing a lack of love in your life. So, today we are going to tap into our creative expression and utilize it for our most personal and most ideal manifestation of romantic love. And it is a very personal thing, and it is a very individual thing. What is ideal for you, right? And I want to invite us all to let go and experience a quantum leap in our love lives this morning. So, whether you are single or in a relationship or just racking up entanglements, whatever you're doing right now, this morning, I want to invite everybody to allow themselves to experience a quantum leap from wherever you are to wherever you want to be. And if you're already where you want to be, why not just continue to level up? I mean, that's what we're here for on this great playground of earth, right? So first things first, just some sort of ground information, just to ground us and to support us. This is not a conversation about what is wrong or what you're doing wrong or what you need to fix or how to beat yourself into submission. This is a moment to be whole, perfect, and complete, to recognize yourself as whole, perfect, and complete just because you are whole, perfect, and complete, not because you're working on it, not because you're doing everything you need to do to fix what's broken. This is not a conversation of brokenness because we are not broken, right? We're just growing and evolving as we're meant to be. The second is that I am requesting that we all release perfection and what I call ingenue idealism. And so I want to ask the question, who wants to come on and define the word ingenue for me? Who wants to tell me what their framing is of that, what they think of that? If admin can help anyone who volunteers to come on and define ingenue, what an ingenue is. Anybody raise your hand, indicate that you would like to come on and share what you think an ingenue is. Admin, do we have anybody volunteering? I know it's early on that I'm calling on people, but I feel like this is something somebody has an idea of, a framing of.
Yes, no volunteers yet. And, community likes to get warmed up first, and that usually happens. But
Oh, yeah.
if you are intuitively feeling someone, I heard you say you might want to call on someone. If you intuitively feel someone, I'll let you take the wheels and do that.
Okay, hold on. Let me see, because I can't see the participants right now. I see. Can you feel? I'm just going to call on Evelyn because I don't know that I've ever heard Evelyn's voice. Evelyn, who I don't know if I've met, she might be saying, "Why is she calling on me? I just got here." But your name, Evelyn, really popped out. If you are on and able to share, if you're not, that's okay.
Good morning. Good morning. I knew
Feel-
you were going to call me, actually.
You
And
knew
yes,
it? I
let
love
me
it.
take myself off camera for a minute.
Okay.
I believe that ingenue probably means something that's false or made up.
Hmm. Okay, okay. So in this context, in this framing, we're thinking in terms of how people idealize what love and romance is. So we have a couple people who are sharing in the chat, and thank you so much, Evelyn, for being brave and jumping in and just whatever you feel is the interpretation of it. Couple people who are jumping in. So Jacqueline, she says a young girl, and Sister Wendy says the ingenue is a stock character in literature, film, and a role type in the theater. Exactly. Generally, a young girl or a young woman who is endearingly innocent, right? The ingenue may also refer to a young actress or one typecast in such roles. Wendy, I feel like you Googled that, but thank you. Thank you for coming through with that very, very clear description of what it is. And that is exactly what it is. And so, ingenue
I'm sorry,
idealism
fantasy.
is what I call
Fantasy.
fantasy. Yeah, absolutely. Fantasy. Yes. Was that Evelyn chiming
Yes.
in? Good, thank you.
Candice, do me a favor.
Thank you.
How do you spell it?
Ingenue.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so, yeah, it's associated with a fantasy, an actress, someone who is just that perfect, like Wendy says, just beautiful, innocent, young perfect person to fall in love. And so that's a lot of what we see in movies and television is ingenues falling in love. And there's also both male, female ingenues. So, it's just that ideal, right? That fantasy. So we're gonna release ingenue idealism this morning. It's that nasty, covert, self-sabotaging thinking that has been embedded into our psyche by Hollywood, modern culture, and colonialism. The myth It is the myth that ideal, fulfilling love and passion is only for the young, the thin, the wealthy, the white, the commercially beautiful, the traditional, or the most physiologically mainstream among us. In other words, the Disney princesses. So the invitation this morning is to release that idea that love and passion and romance and really being connected to someone in a passionate, intoxicating way is only for a certain type of person, is only for the ingenues. And I want you to consider in this context, in this morning, that you are exactly the right amount of everything for your ideal partner. You are the right amount of everything that you are in this moment for your ideal partner. And I want you to just take that on, try that on, even if you feel a little resistance around that. If you're telling yourself, oh, but I got to lose some weight, or oh, I gotta, love myself better, or oh, I gotta do whatever I feel I need to do before I'm worthy of the love that I really dream about, that I really desire. We're gonna release that just for this morning. If you want to pick it back up, please, by all means, after we're done with the session. The other thing is the invitation is that you use this moment as an opportunity to put aside any other negative thoughts like historical pain, any bitterness, any fears, negative learned behavior, things that were modeled for us. A lot of times we didn't see passionate love or authentic, vulnerable interaction. Just put aside any limiting beliefs that you have about those things when it comes to love and romantic love. And I'm requesting that for this next hour and a half, you release any seasoned cynicism. So we get to a certain age where, we've experienced some things and we are now seasoned. And often we can become cynical behind that seasoning. Like, I've been there, I've done that. I've seen this, I've seen that. I've, had all these relationships. I've had people cheat on me. I've cheated on people. I've watched every Tyler Perry movie. Whatever it is that has informed a cynicism in us. The idea is to release that for this morning and just take on courageousness. Because the thing about that cynicism is that it is in place because it gives us an excuse to not be courageous around desiring what we desire, wanting what we want, claiming it, declaring it, and being open and vulnerable about that being what it is. Some of us are great at that, and some of us we want to hide and joke it away and act like it's dead. We don't want it no more. That part of us is no more. But I can tell you this, if that were true, you wouldn't be here this morning. The love letter would have repelled you from even being on Woo this morning. So it is courageous. John Carl, if you could share the first slide. Courageousness that we are taking on. And I want to share with you my own quote. It is courageous to have faith in romantic love after a lifetime of heartbreak or disappointment. It is also necessary. So it is courageous to have faith in romantic love after a lifetime of heartbreak or disappointment. It's courageous to be able to say that to yourself, that you're going to move forward and that you're still going to believe in love, especially when we consider a lot of the things that a lot of us have been through. It takes so much courage often, and it is necessary. That courage has to be in place in order to be able to say, I am here to experience everything that I desire. It takes a lot of courage to do that. So I say all of that, not only as a reminder, but also to acknowledge those of you who are here saying that I am willing to take on romantic love and, whatever, even if you do have a little feeling of cynicism, whatever actions that I can take, whatever way that I can give myself over to it, I'm willing to do that this morning. All right, so next slide, John Carl. Just because I feel like it's always important to identify that we are in the right room. I feel that all of us are here in the right room. It's why we're here, but it's good to make an identification. So this morning is for anyone who believes in the power of romantic love, even if their mate has not yet materialized. So if you're a believer and your mate has not materialized, you're in the perfect place. Everyone who has convinced themselves to stop believing in romantic love because their mate has not yet materialized. So if you have done, like I was talking about before, gone into the seasoned cynicism, and you no longer believe that romantic love and passion and feeling those feelings are even a thing for you, that they're even available to you because you don't have that mate in front of you, you're in the perfect place. Anyone who believes in the power of romantic love, even if they are currently settling with someone who doesn't currently align with their desires. So even if you're in a relationship where you're like, okay, enough already, but you still believe in the power of romantic love. I see Hattie, yes, you are in the right place, my sweet love. You still believe, then yes, you are in the right place. And everyone who has convinced themselves to stop believing in romantic love because they are settling with someone who doesn't currently align with your desires. So if you're in that crappy relationship and you're saying, you know what, I just got to shut it down. Like I just have to know that it's not for me. As long as you are still breathing, as long as you have breath and life, anything that you want is for you. Anything that you desire is for you. And it's just a matter of, am I going to stand in my own way around it with my thoughts and my beliefs? And the last is anyone who knows that our experiences are created by our beliefs, thoughts, words, and actions, and is ready to give their heart and their soul to true love, once again, courageously. So if you can identify yourself in any of those, then you are absolutely in the right place. And even if you're feeling, oh, well, I don't know if any of those are me, stay anyway, because you just never know what you're going to get. And so if you know it, if you're like in your heart, I already saw some people were responding that they're in the right place. I want you to just type in the chat, love of a lifetime. Just type in the chat, love of a lifetime, love of a lifetime. Just type that in there, put those words out there to the universe for yourself. Would anyone like to come on camera and identify which one really resonates, just to share with the group, see if there's some commonalities, if anyone's feeling the same? Which one of these things, these 5 things, do you identify with most, and what would you like to share about it? Anybody who would like to come on, raise your hand so admin knows that you're burning to come on and share, or that you're interested in sharing. I could also choose again if no one wants to volunteer. But just come on and say which one actually resonates with you. Which one of those things really speaks to you? Is there anybody, admin, who's volunteering? I see a lot of people are at love of a lifetime, love of a lifetime. Coach Johnny, love of several lifetimes. Yes.
Hello, may I?
Yes. Hello.
How you doing, sis?
I'm doing good. Who is this? I can't see you right now, so I can't. You have to identify for me.
This is Hattie.
Hi, Hattie.
How you doing? This is amazing.
Yeah.
This is just another example how all things happen. Today, I listened to a audio,
Mhm.
and the guy was speaking from the voice of the creator,
Mhm.
and he was talking about relationships, right?
Mhm.
And that he was like, God was like, look, I put people in your life. The same people that you sit right here talking about you don't want to be with, they don't fit your desire, they not helping you move in a certain direction.
Yeah.
But there's a lesson.
Mhm.
And I went, oh no, am I supposed to be with that person? So but there's a lesson. But what I got from it, there are lessons in each relationship that we are supposed to get. Right. But a lot of times we don't take time to get those lessons because we're trying to get in and get out,
Mhm.
especially if they ain't work. But anyway, I'm just glad to be here because I'm in this space of knowing that I think love is the key. It's the essence.
Mhm.
And I am love. And I'm not personally involved with someone right now, but I have all the confidence that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Be glad when it do. It's getting so exciting.
I hear that. I
But
hear that.
yeah, but it's all good. I'm glad I'm here because that's just confirmation. Because I have been off the radar for really like a week and a half, dealing with the transition of one very special. But this morning, this is the first time I've connected, and I get on call, and it's about something that's real dear to me, love. So yeah, that means that my mate is coming, right? Like real soon.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe in those kinds
Okay,
of
good.
synchronicities, Hattie. So 100%. Well, you are absolutely in the right place. Oop, you froze up a little bit. Is that just my connection? Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Hattie, for coming on with that share. Hopefully, y'all can hear me okay. There's not any, let me know if there's any connection issues. I see Rachel. Hi, my sweetheart. Hi.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning.
I can speak about what resonated with me when I was a cynic, right? When I was very cynical when it came to relationships. I don't know if that aligns with the conversation.
It's okay.
Um, yeah, so for me, I was just shut down to even meeting people. I was like, I wasn't even like, I wouldn't even date. Like, I was just like, I'm done. I'm over this.
Yeah.
And any minute there was like one thing, I would shut, like, even if I met somebody, let's say after I was open to dating, I didn't even leave room for imperfection. Like, I wanted this, I like the, if you said something wrong, it turned me totally
Yeah.
off. If you if
Yeah.
you had some kind of something that wasn't on my list, I was done, So I am complete.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for that and putting that in the space, Rachel, because it is often what we do. And for some of us, it's I'm done. I walk away. I ghost. I get out of there. Avoidant. That's it. I'm not gonna, allow myself to go any further with this person. And some of us, it's, I'll stay, but I'll criticize. I'll scrutinize. But all of that are just our ways of sort of protecting the fear of what has happened in the past, protecting ourselves from having to deal with any pain, protecting ourselves from that willingness to believe that it is possible for us, that willingness to be courageous around it. And it's okay. It's okay. It's absolutely okay. So what we're here to do actually allow ourselves, and I love what Hattie put in the space as well, within our belief, within our paradigm of what romantic love is, it's being able to allow ourselves to have the moments of really feeling the vibration in our body, having a somatic experience around it, believing and experiencing the exhilaration. So, what we're going to do this morning is a couple different things. I am going to take you through a guided meditation. And this meditation is all about surrender, submission, which sometimes when people hear that word, they kind of like crunch up a little bit. It's all about feeling and allowing. It's about flowing. It's about feminine energy, not about your gender, but about feminine energy. It's about just really giving over. I see, also Teresa. Teresa, you want to come on and share before we start the meditation? Did you want to share about?
Yes.
Yeah, come
Hi,
on.
good morning, Candice.
Good
Coach Candice,
morning,
how
Mama
you
T. I
doing?
missed you.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
What I feel about love for myself is that I didn't get a chance to read the thing, but I feel like I've been so busy focused on other folks that I need. But Shawnee was saying about falling in love with myself, and I feel that when I begin to fall in my love, when I fall in love with myself, you know, like I want to be fall in love with other people, that the love will come. But that's where I'm at, because I feel like I've been so busy trying to be so in love with people, but I need to be in love with myself, and that's where I'm at. And some days
Yeah.
that's challenging because sometimes I'm not loving myself the way that I want to, the way that I should be loving myself because I'm, like it doesn't matter if it's relationship, whatever, male, what, just people, period. So, and since I've been doing it, I feel a lot better. I've been giving myself grace. I would love to be in a relationship, but I just feel like I made the focus so much on, you know, being with someone than not being with me. And I'm complete.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that, Mama T. Absolutely. And the falling in love with myself is so, so important. Y'all know I preach that all the time. And one of the big components of falling in love with myself is also believing that everything I want to experience with romantic love is possible. Because once I fall in love with myself, I realize that everything I desire is possible. And it's part of that sort of growth, that evolution, that getting to believe that everything that I desire for myself is possible. That is an ultimate expression of being in love with myself, just understanding that I'm deserving just because I'm here. And so I think that Kinyofu, were you going to share from Teresa Plaskett in Facebook? I say I want to be in a romantic relationship, but not actively putting the energy out there, insulated and isolated myself for almost 10 years. I'm excited. Awesome. Yay, that's fantastic. So this tool that I'm about to share with everybody, if you're willing to take it on and if you're willing to put it in practice, it's going to be something to support you in letting go of that isolation, insulation, holding myself back, scrutinizing the perfectionism. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. It is going to support you in being able to develop new thoughts and beliefs so that you can release all of that, because that is exactly what is standing in the way. I would hazard a guess that those of us who are of a certain age have already met our perfect soulmate maybe a few times over, or other perfect soulmates a few times over. But because our paradigm is that, I have to protect myself, I have to insulate, I have to isolate, I have to look for red flags. I call it the red flag paradigm, where it's like I'm always on alert. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? All of those things are what actually can prevent us from going ahead and just having what we want with the people that we actually encounter and being able to recognize our ideal partners. And so I hear it sounds like someone else is off mute. Before I start the meditation, I just want to make sure I address if anybody else wants to share anything else. We good? All right. All right, my loves. So we're about to get into a meditation right now. And so the invitation, I hear someone is off mute and I hear a little bit of an echo. So I just want to make sure
Yeah,
okay.
there's people coming off. I don't know if they want to say something, but
They
I
just entered
I've
into
been
the space.
Oh, they
I've
just
been
entered.
okay.
Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So yeah, this is the last opportunity before the meditation. If there's anything else that you want to share or that you're burning to put into the space, right now I'm going to start prepping everybody for relaxation.
I'm sorry, Candice.
Oh, it's okay.
Dion has her hand up.
Come on, Dion. What do you want to share, sweetness?
Good morning. I wanted to say that there's another thing that I want to add into the space about going the other way of being in a loving relationship and being so accepting that you put up with too much.
Yeah. There's that.
And
There is that, right?
yeah, and but to your point, what made me want to come off mute is saying that when you said loving yourself so much, but I think the answer is loving yourself so much that you get really clear on what you deserve as well, to close
Yes.
doors to what's not for you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That was it.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Dion. Thank you.
Mhm.
And also I want to and thank you for bringing up that thinking. So that I accept so much that I end up putting up with too much. So even that is that place of scrutiny and resistance, right? So if I'm with someone who is unworkable in my life, maybe they're abusive, narcissistic, the invitation is not to be in a space of everything is love and loving, and I'm going to pretend like things feel okay if they don't feel okay. The invitation is when I am in acceptance of knowing what I deserve, I also know how to lovingly maneuver around things that don't align with that. I know how to release people and not hold on to them, because that attachment, that holding on to someone who's unworkable in your life, is also just another form of resistance. It's another form of resisting the allowance of what I truly deserve. It's another form of resisting self-love. So thank you, Dion, for putting that note in so that I could share. Not I'm happy and in love even if he's slapping my face, or if she's punching me, or if she's a narcissist, or he's telling me lies. I'm just going to pretend to be in the clouds and happy and in love. It's I am willing to be in acceptance of who comes into my life, and open to the understanding that when I'm aligned with myself and open to my ideal partner and trusting and in faith around that, then I'm going to know how to care for myself and care for both of us, because sometimes being with an abuser, care for an abuser, is that releasing of them so that they can heal, not the enabling. It's an invitation to understand that acceptance doesn't mean settling. Acceptance doesn't mean acceptance means allowing way yourself and others. And hopefully that helps, because sometimes it's like we're in avoidance, or we're, like Dion said, in overcompensation, and that ends up being the same exact thing. Hopefully I made that make sense. All right, my loves, are we ready to get into the meditation? For the sake of time, I want us to get into it. Be able to relax. Go ahead and let whatever furniture you are on completely support you. I want you to be conscious that the furniture, the bed, the ground, wherever you are, has your back. It has your butt. It's holding you up. There's nothing to hold. There's nothing to force. You don't have to be erect in any way. This is an opportunity to just allow yourself to comfortably relax. So take a deep breath in and drop your shoulders down. And make sure that the furniture is supporting you, that the floor, wherever you are, is supporting you. Allow yourself to become conscious of the chair or the bed having your butt and your back. Be aware that you don't have to hold yourself up. And if you find yourself holding anywhere in your body, be willing to release. Be willing to let it go. Breathe in and breathe out. So I'm going to ask that everybody go on mute. And I'm going to take you down a 3-part relaxation, starting with your body. So as you're breathing, I want you to let go of any holding around your cranium. Notice if there is a frown. You might have a little frown of skepticism right now. If you are raising your eyebrows or scrunching your forehead or temples in your scalp, into your scalp. If you need to take a moment and just scrunch everything up and then just let it go so that you can experience that release. Just allow everything around your head to just relax, the muscles in your face. Take a deep breath. Move down through your body, around your neck and your shoulders. And just intentionally feel the release when you fill everything up with oxygen, and then let it go. Moving your consciousness down to your chest. Imagine the muscles around your heart being supple and strong and yet relaxed. Imagine your heart's ability to beat in perfect syncopation with that of another. Fill up your lungs with oxygen and let yourself experience it as contentment and satisfaction. Let the very air you breathe infuse you with peace and stability and certainty, so that you begin to associate this feeling with romantic love. and allow all of it to happen while you relax and remind yourself that you are whole and perfect and complete. Working your way down through your diaphragm and your abdomen and your stomach, imagining a warmth that invites every muscle, every tendon and tissue to comfortably turn loose and find solace. And it's a solace where you begin to equate these feelings with romantic love for no other reason than just because you can. Take a deep breath, working all the way down to your womb and genitals, all around and through your intestines. Experience a grounding, a comfort, a feeling like home. Imagine the muscles in your thighs resting and turning loose, your knee joints relaxing, all the way down to your calves and your ankles. Everything just letting go, turning loose. And take another deep breath. And as I count 2, begin to imagine a serene, peaceful place of your choosing. A place you would want to share with a lover. A place that has beauty and solace, with perfect warm air and scents all around. A sublime and divine place to lay down and maybe relax even further or make love. A place that you want to go to in real life and in your dreams as well. Picture that place in your imagination. Build it up all around you to support you with encountering your mate. And as I count 1, I want you to imagine that your perfect, ideal, romantic love is there with you. You may or may not see them yet, but you can feel them. Imagine the feeling of having them right next to you or right in front of you. Imagine that you are experiencing what it's like to be seen by their intent gaze. Allow yourself to experience the sensation of being known all the way down to your very core. As you gaze into the eyes of your ideal partner, notice if your heartbeat begins to quicken. Notice if your body warms up. Notice if you experience arousal. Imagine that you can sense an electric feeling in every one of your nerve endings, a feeling that you are identifying as excitement. Invite the sensations in your body that come with passion and romantic feelings. Not just sexual feelings, but the exhilaration and happiness of knowing that someone loves you so much that they claim you as a part of them and themselves as a part of you. On your next breath, I want you to inhale this person. Whether you can actually make out what they look like or not, just pull them into your lungs like fresh oxygen. Create what they smell like to you. It may be a scent that you've experienced before, but it may also be a new scent. It's a combination of heady molecular intoxicants that soothe your soul and bring you peace and certainty and contentment. It is the best smell. It is your most favorite smell. It is the scent of your ideal and true love. Begin to use your sense of touch, and by allowing your fingers to meet each other, allow your fingertips to meet and gently rub together. Experience what it's like to touch this person in front of you. What do they feel like? Are they soft? Are they fleshy? Do they feel like supple leather over wood? Or maybe they're a combination of both. Think about the words that you want to say to this person. What do you want them to know? What are you most grateful for about them? What is it that they do that makes you want to overflow onto them with words and with touches? What do you want to tell them? What do you want to acknowledge them for? Imagine that they are responsive to all of your kindness, your love, and appreciation. And in your mind, they begin to talk back. You can hear their voice in your ear. What does their voice sound like? What kind of words do they speak to you? Do they sing to you? Do they have a low, maybe a scratchy timbre to their tone of voice as they speak? Maybe a high, soft way of speaking? Maybe somewhere in between? Maybe a lot of inflection? What does their voice sound like when they speak to you? Do you feel as though you could be enveloped in their intelligent thoughts, in how prolific they can be, in how compassionate they can be, in their spirituality, their devotion? What is it that is wonderful about the way they express themselves to you? Take a deep breath in and imagine a kiss. Imagine that you press your lips together just the way that you enjoy it the most, and just enough to taste this person. What is the taste of their kiss? Remember, you are creating it, so they can taste like whatever you choose. So savor the taste of this person for a moment. Identify their flavor. Identify it as your favorite flavor. Remember, you are creating the way that you experience your ideal romantic love. And you don't need for them to materialize in order to create your experience. As you take another breath, notice the sensations in your body, the feelings that you feel, imagining and believing and sensing that this person is present. Acknowledge the parts of your body that may have woken up. Offer love and nurturing to the parts that may still lie dormant. Encourage your whole being to participate in the natural exhilaration that comes from generating unadulterated romantic love. So see yourself once again capturing your lover's gaze and hold it. Without forcing anything, who do you see? Perhaps it's someone you already know. Perhaps it's someone you've only dreamt about. Perhaps it's even someone who's famous, who just represents the materialization of your love, who looks like who you think your love looks like. Who is it that you see when you look at this person? Allow yourself to see this person without judgment, whether or not you have a history with them already. Release judgment, release criticism. If they are brand new, allow yourself to release any need to cast the old experiences onto them. What you've experienced in the past, allow yourself to release that and let this person just be brand new. Allow yourself to see them with freedom. Allow yourself to admire their every strength and to forgive their every imperfection. Allow yourself to see them as pure, loving light, the one that you want to overflow onto. Allow yourself to forget the conditions and caveats and be with the beauty that is this soul who is your mate. Allow yourself in this moment to unapologetically, unabashedly, and courageously be with your mate. This is your time together. Every time you allow yourself to focus on creating their presence, it is your time together. This is your opportunity to bask in pure, unadulterated love for each other. And so go ahead and lose your breath for a moment. Be swept into the sublime feeling of powerful, devoted love. Be swept into a love of pure acceptance, dipped in affection, and rolled through a bed of excitement, understanding, friendship, laughter, collaboration, fun, dominance and submission, safety, certainty, joy, trust, divinity, abundance, life. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And without interrupting your relaxed flow and still feeling the presence of your love, gently open your eyes, maintaining the intoxication. Bring out your journal and your pen as we prepare to talk to your lover about all of the things that you like to do together and why you appreciate them. And remember, it doesn't matter if you are already together or not. You are creating this from scratch and writing it as if it already exists. I'm going to give you a few moments to get your paper, your pens, Come out of the meditation. John Carl, you can take the meditation slide down. Take a few moments to transition from full relaxation and stay relaxed. Allow yourself to still continue that relaxation of your nervous system. As you prepare, I'm going to give you prompts for each section as we get ready to write this letter. Now, first I want to just acknowledge that it is 7:50 for anyone who ends up having to leave at 8 o'clock. We're about to begin the actual letter writing process. So whatever you can begin with us, please do. And if you want to come back later to complete your letter, please do that as well. If you want to come back and listen to it on replay. But for those of you who have to leave, please join us every Woo morning as you do. Admin, I don't know if there's anything that we want to share for anybody who's going to have to leave early. Anything else we should share?
No, that's perfect. I'm gonna drop the text.
Okay. All right. All right. So those of us who are staying and continuing, and those of you who have to leave at 8, but not just yet, John Carl, if you could share the next slide. So I want you to think about, what is it that you want to call your love? What do you want to call your love? How are you going to address them in your letter? So it could be dear baby, honey bear, sweetheart, sweet love, bestie, my darling, my boo, my bae. Whatever you choose. Only use their name if you are already officially in a relationship with this person and your love letter is specifically intended for them because you know you want to give them their flowers. So don't use their name unless you are actually in a relationship with this person. Use how you want to address them. And if you are in a relationship with this person and you already have some sort of sweet name, pet name that you use for them, feel free to use that as well. But when you think about your ideal relationship and you think about how you address that person and what feels good to you about how you address that person, if you're already in a relationship and you know what that person likes, how you address them. I'm gonna call your love. And also feel free to type it in the chat, because when we share as a community, we give others ideas. Those of you who may already be in a relationship and you have some loving, sweet, wonderful pet names, when you share them, you give ideas for those who aren't in a relationship. And you give them inspiration for what they might want to call their person when they materialize. So I see Marie shared beloved. Oh, I love that one. Beloved, right? What are some other ones? What are some ones that you already call your partner if you're in a relationship, or ones that you know you want to call your ideal partner, that you already call your ideal partner, even though he hasn't materialized? Catherine said, Big Daddy. I love that one. I call mine King Papa. So I love that vibe. I love that energy. What do you want to call him? That's awesome, Catherine. What do you want to call your love? Feel free to keep sharing that in the chat. Zawadi, my sweetness. Yeah. Rachel says, my love. Let me go back to the chat. There's some good ones here. Shawnee, Coach Shawnee, future partner, babe, and love. Yes. Absolutely. I have two persons that came up for me, two men I met on a dating site talking with, but haven't met in person. Sister Wendy says, I say my king. Yes, I love my king. King is one of my favorites as well. So once you've identified how you want to call your love, and keep sharing in the chat, keep sharing and inspiring each other as far as that's concerned. Once you've identified your love, we're going to go to the next section, which is, when you and I are together, I am so grateful that we, and this is a journal prompt. I'm going to give everybody 3 minutes on the clock. If someone from admin can support with that. 3 minutes to reflect in your journal, speaking directly to your lover, to your love. Remember, this is a letter, so you want to talk to them directly. You are creating it. If it doesn't already exist in your mind, this is your opportunity. Clean canvas, as if your thoughts are a paintbrush. You are creating exactly what you want, and you're grateful that and I'll give you an example. I love the way we get up early in the morning and make love on Sundays, when we cook breakfast together and then go for a ride. The way you take me to work and play hype music in the car while we're driving and singing along. The way you kiss me when we part for the day. The way we invest in the future while luxuriating in the present. The trips we take, the way we raise our children. That's just examples of all of the possible lifestyle things that you want to share with this person. So we're going to put 3 minutes on the clock. Nija, if you could go ahead and start the clock for 3 minutes. I hear someone coming off mute. If you have a question, does anybody have any questions about what we're about to do? There might be someone who just joined. All right, so reflecting in your journal, when you and I are together, I am so grateful that and just complete that sentence with whatever comes up in these 3 minutes. No editing. Allow whatever comes to mind. No judging yourself. It's all absolutely perfect. Just acknowledging and appreciating the lifestyle that you share in the present with your ideal partner. Remember that it already exists. It is already there for you. If you find yourself stalling or feeling like you're not coming up with anything else, just write the prompt sentence again. And as you're writing, just let the inspiration move through you. When you and I are together, I am so grateful that all of the things that we love to do together. Think about how you want to fuse this person into your life or fuse into that person's life. What that would look like if they are your ideal partner.
That's 3 minutes, Candice.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nija. All right, perfect. Take a deep breath and let it out. And just be with whatever feelings might have come up while writing that. Writing about your lifestyle with your partner while imagining it. Some of you might already be in a relationship and you've imagined things that you haven't gotten to do yet, but that you're wanting to create in your relationship. Some of you are acknowledging real things that you already do with a partner, acknowledging and appreciating that partner. Hopefully you'll share with that partner. And some of you are creating for the materialization of your partner. And hopefully you'll share with that person as well. Just be with the feelings that have come up before we move to the next prompt. All right, John Carl, you can go to the next one. And with this journal prompt, we are going to think in terms of core values, what's important to us, what's most important to us, those things that we really identify with that we don't want to live without. So the prompt is ideal mate, or however you want to call your love. I truly love that we share so many important values. For instance, so ideal mate, I truly love that we share so many important values. For instance, so think about your core values and important pieces that you want to have in common with this person. And you're just going to free write as if all of your core values are already aligned. They're already in place. You are just appreciating and acknowledging that all of that stuff is completely aligned, that you've experienced what it meant to connect with that person on what is most important to you. Understanding what is most important to each other, even the things that you might not necessarily share as common core values, the understanding and the appreciation that it is important to you, or that it's something is important to them. Just being able to acknowledge that and give that some focus and some love. So here's some example. Your commitment to who you are in the world inspires and motivates me to be of service. The way we speak life into each other and support each other in our purpose means everything to me. Your sense of exploration, your intelligence, your inquisition, the way you are forever learning is a mirror to everything I am and everything I aspire to be. So that's just an example of how we can identify, appreciate, and acknowledge how our ideal partner aligns with our core values. And think about what personally for you is most important. It could be family, it could be spirituality, it could be growth, it could be just endless possibilities of things. And there's nothing too small, there's nothing too insignificant or silly or any of those things. It's what's most important to you. And it doesn't have to be anything that anybody else has approved. Just what would you love to be able to align with a partner around? And so Naja, if you could put, actually, if anybody, before I move forward, does anybody have any questions about this prompt? Is everybody clear? All right, so Naja, if you could put 3 minutes on the clock. Thank you so much. Ideal mate, I truly love that we share so many important values. For instance, what are those things that you really want to align on, that you want to be seen and accepted for? What is most important to you? What is most important to your ideal mate? What do you want to acknowledge them around? How do you want to give them your appreciation around it? How do you want to express how good it feels to have alignment with this person? How safe and certain it feels to have alignment with this person? How do you want to express a healthy connection, a healthy attachment with admiring who they are? How do you want to define that? How do you see that for yourself? No editing, just free writing. I'll give you a chance to go back over it later. Be full, be authentic, let it all out on the page. I truly love that we share so many important values.
Candice, that's time.
Thank you so much, Nigel. All right, everyone, so take a moment to be with whatever came up around that. You may have some feelings around that based on not being in alignment with people in the past, or feeling that you want alignment with someone you're with now, or wondering if you'll ever find that alignment. Just be with the feelings of acknowledging that you have alignment, that it's already there, you already own it. You are entitled to it just by your very existence. Be with whatever feelings come up around that. Take a deep breath in if you need to, and let it out. If you felt exhilaration, excitement, if you felt butterflies in your stomach, allow that. Allow yourself the sensations. Allow yourself the experience, because that's what love is like. Just allow it, let it be. Enjoy it, let it flow. There's nothing to stop or fix or to hold. John Carl, if you could go to the next slide. All right, now we're getting to the good stuff. So for this next prompt, sexy love, or however you want to call your lover, and show physical attraction that represents your chemistry with this person. Sexy, delicious lover. Looking at you makes me want to. Looking at you makes me want to. So think purely about the chemical attraction, the physical, the sexual pull of energy between you. And even if the candy store is closed for whatever reason, because we all go through ups and downs for different reasons, think in terms of your physical intimacy and connection. It doesn't always have to be the standard of penetration. It doesn't always have to be the standard of even oral sex. It's about physical intimate connection, even if it just means holding each other all night long. Think about things like that chemical attraction to feeling that pull of energy and allowing yourself to be enveloped by that person's physical presence, and feel their physical presence. Create that you can feel their physical presence because you have the power to do that. You are a very sentient, powerful being. So create that. Just like as we went through the meditation and you could see and smell them, if you were able to see and smell them, imagine that touch. Imagine being close to them, what it feels like to be in that person's presence. And we're going to free write, no editing, just describing your attraction for this person in real time, whether or not they've already materialized. I cannot stress this enough. It is in real time. You already own it. It is yours. It is yours. It is yours. Looking at you makes me want to be lying naked on a Polynesian beach, sipping Mai Tais and planting kisses on each other's necks and shoulders. There's nothing that feels better than being wrapped in your arms. I am open to receive your imprint and to be known as your love. Whatever comes up for you, whatever you feel, however you want to express this physical connection with this person. So Nija, if you could put 3 minutes on the clock, if no one has any questions, anything that they want to share before they begin the next part of their letter. Remember, you are talking directly to your love. Thank you, Nija. Sexy, delicious love. Looking at you makes me want to. No filtering. It doesn't have to be G-rated. It could be as sexy as you want it to be. It can be as sweet and connective as you want it to be. It's your creation. It's your world. It's your experience of love. Let them know. Let them know that you like the way that they do certain things, whatever those things might be. Let them know how important and special it is to have that physical connection, to experience it with them. What do they invoke within you? What desires are created when you see them, even if just in your mind's eye? Don't be afraid to go there. Don't be afraid to go all the way there. Just think about what works for you. Personalize it as you are speaking to your lover. It is very, very personal. Allow yourself to feel the feelings, even if they are arousal. Just allow them. Flow with it. And if you don't feel like you're feeling anything in your body, don't judge it. You can always come back to
Time.
it later. That's time. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you. So allow yourself a moment to just be with it. Whatever feelings may have come up, whatever you're thinking in your mind, just be with it. Whatever state your body might be in right now, just be with it. It's all perfect. Allow your experience. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And so, John Carl, if you could share the next slide. And so this is the closing of your letter. It's also a mantra that you can feel free to use and memorize and repeat for yourself. But this you can copy directly if you choose to edit a little or change it to fit you. Feel free to make it as personal as you would like. But I'm going to read it out to you 3 times. And as I'm reading it out, you can either take a screenshot or you can be copying it as the closing of your letter. So whether physically or energetically united, I am so happy and grateful for the existence of you. I feel exhilaration at the very thought of what we have created. I am happy to mirror your dance, magnetize your soul, and bring you into my heart as a daily practice long after we have intertwined in the flesh. You are here, and I am so grateful. Sincerely, or however you want to end that, with kindness, with love, with compassion, and then your name. So whether physically or energetically united, I am so happy and grateful for the existence of you. I feel exhilaration at the very thought of what we have created. I am happy to mirror your dance, magnetize your soul, and bring you into my heart as a daily practice long after we have intertwined in the flesh. You are here, and I am so grateful. And I'm going to read it one more time. So whether physically or energetically united, I am so happy and grateful for the existence of you. I feel exhilaration at the very thought of what we have created. I am happy to mirror your dance, magnetize your soul, and bring you into my heart as a daily practice long after we have intertwined in the flesh. You are here, and I am so grateful. I'll give you a few more moments to either screenshot or copy this mantra and closing. You can alter it a little bit, have it work for you. All right, John Carl, you can take the slide down. And so take a moment to just be with this letter that you've completed. Take a moment to quickly peruse through it. You'll get to really read through it later and really take your time if you want to make edits and things like that. For some of us, we're used to writing a lot, so you might have been able to just quickly put the words down the way that you wanted. And for some of us, maybe if you're not used to writing, journaling a lot, it might be in different directions, and that's okay. Give yourself grace around that, because you can always go back and refine and edit. Don't get too perfect about it. You know, just know that you're just talking to your lover, talking to the person who you love the most, who loves you the most. So, you know, there's no bar you have to hit. You just want to be as expressive as possible. And so now I want to make an ask. And I know that it could be a big ask for some, but if anyone would like to actually share the completeness of their letter, I would love to invite someone to come and do that. Now, the caveat is that I want you to feel as though you've done this exercise by design. So if you know, and you only you know in your heart that you just like took it your own way, which is great, and did your own thing, you know, more power to you. But if you really did it by design and you're feeling very good about what you've created, or even feeling a little nervous about what you've created, but you know that you followed the directions and you want to share your letter, I would love, 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 love if you volunteer and come on and share. Is there anybody who would like to come and share what they wrote? And also the invitation with the sharing is that while it can be very vulnerable to share what is on our heart and really expose ourselves in this way, it's an opportunity to release it into the universe by way of this community. Because what we share about what we desire in communities, especially community like this, where there is love, where there is support, where there is interest in all of us having being in here, what we are up to, so that others can be a support and be co-creation in what it is that we desire. So you don't know if somebody in this woo community is the sibling of your ideal mate. You don't know if someone in this woo community is somehow connected or works with or moves in spaces where your ideal mate is. And so the bravery of sharing your letter is just a way to say to the universe, I am opening up my heart to be ready to have what I want. And it's a very powerful, powerful move. It's a power move when it comes to love, to actually vulnerably share what it is that you want. So who wants to make that power move? I'm not going to force anybody because I
Can
know
I
it's,
just do the first part?
Is that Sister Wendy? Is that Wendy?
Yeah, the
Hi,
first
my,
part because the rest of it I copied yours.
because the rest of it, you did what? Say again?
I used your suggestion because it's exactly what I would wanted to see anyway. But I can share the first part that I created.
Okay, you want to share the first part? Go ahead.
Yeah. It started, my king, I truly love that we share so many important values. For instance, we both desire a simple life free of excessive material possessions. Oh, yes, the host asking for video. Oh Lord.
You were ready to be on video. No, we love you, Wendy. So, no
Okay.
judgment.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
we
Oh, you
both
look
desire.
beautiful.
Thank you. We both desire a simple life free of excessive material possessions. I love that you are passionate, loving, health conscious, spiritually evolving. I love that we enjoy the same music and love dancing, that you love me unconditionally, that you admire my talents and skills and my brand of beauty. I love that you are so intelligent and corny at the same time, with a sense of humor and silliness, like me. I love that I feel safe and protected in your presence. All right. So the other part was what you so I wouldn't share that.
Okay.
It's the same. It's just what I would want to say anyway.
I got you. I got you. Thank you so much,
I'm
Wendy.
complete. Okay.
Thank you, my sweet love, for sharing. That was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and it's just a way to just talk to this person, just knowing that they exist. Oh, one thing, Sister Wendy, if you could come back, I saw you. It looked like you were adjusting the covers. If you could come back, I just want to ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
So, as you were writing that, did you feel it? Did you feel it? Did you feel a knowing that you were actually talking to this person?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did.
I have a very vivid imagination, so that was easy.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me.
Oh, good. And so, what was the emotion?
It was a feeling of being home. I
Yeah.
don't know if that makes sense. Like being home after a long journey. It was a feeling of completion, a feeling of tingly, you know, the feeling. I was feeling the feeling.
I love it. Thank you, Sister Wendy.
Let me
I
get
love
off.
you. That's beautiful. That's awesome. Does anybody else want to share their letter in whole or in part? Feeling good about it. I know that it can be very personal and very private, so I'm not going to force anyone. Um, you know, but like I said, it is a power move to put it out there and share your expression and share your knowing of what it is that you desire, knowing of what it is that is already yours, right? Anyone else? Oh, Zakia. Zakia, is your hand raised? Zakia, you want to come on and share your letter? Come on, Z.
Yeah, I'm gonna be brave.
Okay, I love it, Mama. Let's do it.
Ah, and thank you, Dion, for you wrote my heart just as I thought my heart in the chat. So thank you. My heart, when you and I are together, I'm so grateful that we are in perfect alignment and can just be with each other. I love how being with you when we travel allows it to be a joyous experience. My heart, I truly love that we share so many important values. For instance, I love how we appreciate the magnificence of all of creation. I love enjoying the glory of the Most High in the world. I love how we gravitate to areas we can enhance the glory of existence for ourselves and others. I love that we give and receive in equal measure. Sexy love, looking at you makes me want to melt in your embrace. When you look at me, I know you are seeing all of me, and I feel explosively joyful as I see all of you and we merge into bliss.
So what kind of emotions came up, Z, as you were writing that? What came up?
Well, what kept coming up for me is that this person who is currently in my space trying desperately to convince me that he is that person is definitely not it.
Got it. Got it. Yeah.
So now I got to figure out how to tell him.
See, that's the beautiful thing about it is it gives you that clarity because now you are focused on what it is you really want. Right? So you get that clarity that that person doesn't really necessarily align with that. Now, the telling of him, I mean, the invitation would be if I can offer something to be in the inquisition with him, like, you know, ask him what his expectations are and let that be the lead into a conversation where you can enroll him in understanding that your alignment is not there. And also be unattached to a decision about him, just willing to like ask questions and talk to him. Like, what is it that you're really hoping with this? What do you see in our future? You know, I'm looking to see if we have alignment or not.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else, Lee, that you want to share?
No, I'm complete. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. So now if we go over a few minutes, we would have time for one more share. If anybody's dying to share, not dying to share, living to share, I should say, really wants to share their letter. Is there anybody else who's burning?
So, so Dion had her hand raised.
Okay.
Candice, so perhaps we can allow her to be the last share. Dion, are you still willing? I saw your hand go down.
No, because she said there was limited time, so that's
Oh
fine.
no, Dion, come on, my love. If everyone's willing to stick around, and yeah.
All right. I'm definitely gonna edit because it's erotic, but
okay.
There's my heart. When you and I are together, I am so grateful that we love talking and spending time together. I love how you pour into me, how you, my love, massage me, and I massage you. I love reading books with you. I love our value of health. I love that we fast together and cook together. I love the passion of us having sex. And I'll skip. I love that we travel together. I love that you are so proud of me, that you boast of me and share. I love that every moment together with you is uplifting and educational. I love that you are my best friend. I love your strength. that you are an alpha male and I can safely submit to you. My heart, my heart, I love that we share so many important values. For instance, time alone, time together, time with family. We value education and take time to learn new things. We love being fit and exercise together. We have our meditation practices. It makes my heart sing when I think of you and what we have, that you fill my cup, that you value honesty and integrity and call me on my shit. You value growth so much. You are vulnerable with me and know you are safe. I love that you cry. I love that you are so strong, but have a safe space with me. And there's another 4 or 5 pages for sexy love.
Well, I don't know if you saw in the chat, but Coach Shawnee is saying, share it with a laugh emoji. They're like, no, we want to hear it.
Of course, Shawnee would say that.
Right? She said, Dion, send me that letter, girl. And that actually brings up a good point. We can share, if you want to share amongst the community, like between each other, if you have accountability partners in the community, if you have people that you normally communicate with, share these letters with them and allow that vulnerability, because it's just being in practice around knowing that what you want is yours. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to feel like, well, what if I don't really get it and I put it out there that I desire it? What emotions came up for you, Dion, as you were creating your letter? What were some things that you felt?
Well, the first part, even when I shared initially, because this full moon, I don't know if you talked about it, with whole Libra moon being about relationships, I came into the call with the having released something and knowing what it was. So it felt divine, it felt right. And I didn't feel sad about ending my past relationship. What it brought up for me is how good it was that I was so clear on what I need, want, and deserve, and that I have clarity on what it is. And what you said about like what I had was not that. There were aspects of it, but enough of it wasn't that it was no longer a fit.
Yeah.
So all of it felt good. There were moments of tears where it was just like, wow, and just settling in. And I love that you made it a meditation, because I could feel it and visualize it and sink into it.
Yeah.
And sink into the perfection of it, the realness of it, the validity of it, the vulnerability of it, and the realness of it, because I felt it. Like at one
Yeah.
point I felt like, when I closed, like I'm on my couch. So I felt like I was leaning into him on the couch. Like I felt the presence of the body.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That gives me chills. And what we did with the meditation, it's an alpha brainwave state. And so in that relaxation state, that's where we are most able to imagine and manifest. So yeah, I'm so glad that you experienced it that way. That's amazing. And thank you for fully committing and giving into it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Beautiful. Nigel says beautiful, Dion. Absolutely. Thank you so much. All right, so we know in this community that manifestation is all about vibration. Vibration starts with belief. My invitation to everybody is to really spend some time with this letter and add more to it if you like. When you come back to it, add some more stuff to it. You can, I always say, set a timer, because that gives you a parameter for just being able to be free within a certain amount of time. If you want to set set 10 minutes even, you can make this letter as full as you really want it to be. And get to a place where when you read it, you can truly feel it in your soul. If you can get yourself to a relaxed place and read through that letter and really allow yourself to feel those emotions, feel that exhilaration, feel that sense of your partner there with you, allow yourself to do that as often as you want to, and allow yourself to celebrate it before that person materializes or before your current partner fully aligns with that. Because that's the thing, we're not looking to change anybody, but you could already be in a relationship and write this love letter and still manifest your ideal partner within your current partner. Because we don't know where that person's going to come from or how that's going to materialize. We just know that we're putting it out there, knowing that it belongs to us. So I personally put mine in a God jar, or you can put it on your altar or in a spiritual book, some sort of guidebook, something that you follow, just to release it. So now that you've written it, and once you've completed writing it and feel whole about it, release it. Release it, knowing that it's already done. Allow yourself to just know that, be with it, be with that it's done, and just let the universe take care of the rest. And we are complete. We're at 8:35, so I don't want to go overtime any more than I usually do. But thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being with me this morning and just being willing to jump into this pool of, just juicy romantic love and just feel this feeling for an hour and a half. Hopefully you'll continue it, but if you want to, pick back up those old negative thoughts, feel free. I'm not going to stop you, but hopefully you'll continue this feeling if you got a good feeling from doing this work. And
Candice.
that's it. That's it, everybody.
Yes,
Yeah.
Candice. There's one other thing we want them to do with that letter, and this is your special offer. Are you ready for that?
Yeah, I was gonna tell everybody as we went through the slides, but I'm totally cool with sharing it now. So if you completed your letter, you feel your letter is complete. If you email it to me, Candice at CandiceHarperLoveCoach.com, and email it to me as an attachment, as a completed letter with a specific challenge that you fear might be keeping you from your ideal partner within the body of the email, and woo love letter in the subject line, I'll give you a complimentary 2-hour coaching call, like a full coaching call, not a discovery session, not a sales call, like a 2-hour full coaching call around what you want to create in your love life. So the first in the community to email me your completed letter, tell me about a specific challenge that you are fearing might keep you from your ideal partner, even after completing the letter, you will win a Love Life Skills for Leaders 2-hour coaching call. So, make sure that you jump on that because, y'all move fast in this community with the offers. Yeah, and I'm complete with that. So here is my contact information. My phone number, which you can always call me, text me. Text is best because you can just let me know you want to get in touch, and then I'll send you a calendar link. Usually I'm on Do Not Disturb, especially if I'm in session. My Facebook, Candice Harper Love Coach, is my page. At Candy Love Coach is Instagram. It's also, which I need to add, TikTok. I've been doing TikTok little videos if you want to join me for that. My email, Candice at CandiceHarperLoveCoach.com. The website is either CandiceHarperLoveCoach.com or the EpicHealingCircle.com. So feel free to get in touch with me, reach out, get on my newsletter. I send out a weekly newsletter that's attached to my podcast, Ask for Candy. And this week's podcast, which was just published, it's on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and other podcast outlets. I actually do this session. I talk about the love letter, the creation of the love letter as well. So if you want a quick way to get the instructions for how to do it and you need a replay, going to my podcast this week is a great way to do it. And subscribe. Also in the space, we take love offerings and donation. My own natural honey, the Shmani honey, it's just a quick pay. So leadershipdevelopment@gmail.com. Cash App is $spirit of a woman. And the code for today's show, if you want to donate for today's show, is this is number 566. Wow, that's amazing. Number 566 of Woo Sessions. CH is my initials. So if you want to make a donation for this particular session, that's the code. And we thank you so much for keeping your flow of abundance going. Also, another way you can do it is monthly automated love offerings, which I think is a great way to do that. It's just on auto. It's like the tithe. It's very important. That definitely keeps abundance flowing. So there's different increments, 25, 50, 75, or 100. And those are the bit.ly links. You see, it's very easy laid out there. Woo love 25, 50, 75, or 100. So definitely take advantage of that because then it's like no thought. You're just being of service with your money and allowing your flow and yield. Coming up, the beautiful Dion, who just shared her lovely letter, except the naughty parts, on Monday, which is tomorrow, how I lost 70 pounds and regained my freedom. I definitely I'm gonna be there for that one. Because I've been in Virginia, I've gained 10 pounds back. So, I need a re-up. And then on Tuesday, Sell Your Story, Stay Authentic, facilitated by Sam Renee, which I think is gonna be fantastic as well. These are the sessions that are coming up next. Please be here. And what else, John Carl?
Thank you so much, Candice.
Yeah.
So now we would like to thank all the new members for showing up in our community. And I've seen several people show up. So if you're new, share it in the chat. Let us know that you're here with us. Share it in the chat, whether you're here on Zoom or you're joining us on Facebook. Share, and our community would welcome and share that love with you. That love we all feel. We reciprocate that love. And here's our schedule. We're always streaming live on Facebook. You can find us here Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays for a 90-minute session, 7 to 8:30 a.m. And on Mondays and Wednesdays, we're here from 7 to 7:30. Always live on Facebook. And one other thing you can do to make sure that you don't miss a session is that you can get the Woo alert. Text Woo Nation to the number 74121. Woo Nation to 74121. You will catch us live, or you can always watch the replay on Facebook. Our swag store. Visit at bit.ly/Woo Swag. That's where you can get all your Woo merchandise. And we want to see you out there representing and showing your swag, whether it's a mug, you are walking with your computer sleeve, with a tote bag, you're wearing a shirt. Get your Woo swag. bit.ly/Woo Swag. And here's some other ways to connect with us. You can register bit.ly Wake Up Movement. You'll find us on Facebook, bit.ly Woo Community. And that's for our private page, our private group, and our private public page is bit.ly Woo Nation. We're on Instagram at Wake Up Everybody Virtual, on YouTube, bit.ly on YouTube, and you can always email us, info.wakeupseries@gmail.com. At this time, family, I'd like to stop the screen share and invite you to welcome and bless, not welcome, but bless Candice with all the love that we do here, our love shower.
Thank you, Coach
Candice.
Thank you,
Candice.
Candice, for this
Thank
great
So
you.
much
presentation.
Dr.
love.
Scott.
Love you.
So much.
Beautiful as
Thank you, love
usual.
coach.
Thank you,
That was
Coach.
beautiful.
Candice,
Have a
this
great
was
day,
a
everyone.
lovely,
You.
powerful session.
Let's go,
Thank you,
Coach.
thank you, thank you.
So much love to your
Follow.
Support
hands, to your
everybody.
minds,
Have a
your
great day.
Thank
energies. Thank
you.
you for
Create
being
so
here.
much
Open
business.
letter.
You have a lovely and
Manifestation.
blessed
So much
week.
love. Thank you so much.
Love you, love you.
So much love.
Love you, Candice.
Love you,
Thank
Candice.
you. I love you too.
I love you, Candice. Thank you so much. It was beautiful.
Love you, Mama T. Thank you.
Yeah. My WhatsApp is not working. That's why I ain't been hollering at y'all. Got to get it fixed, but I'll get back on there.
Yeah.
Love y'all. Have a great day, family. Peace and blessings. Love and light to y'all.
Love you, Mama.
Loving everybody. Have a great week.
You too. Bye, y'all.